semen retention, and body gains. Coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I wanted to go over Matthews 21 through 16. Matthews 21 through 16. It's something that I admit I suffered from. I had to stop thinking like this. And I see up in the YouTube conscious community, there's people who think like this, who need to read this. They need to read Matthews 21 through 16. I'm going to get into that. But first, man, I was looking at the Matthew Perry from Friends. Is that his name? Matthew Perry? Hey, we reading out of Matthews, right? Look, I was looking at the Matthew Perry, you know what I'm saying, passing away, dying, getting killed, whatever. And I'm like, the Most High, what's up with him? And then all of a sudden, an episode of Friends came on, a Thanksgiving episode. I think it comes on every year around this time, where they had the turkey on their head with a fez on top. If anybody know the true meaning of Thanksgiving, and you melanated, you will know that that was a total insult. But anyway, Matthews 21 through 16. It's a story. It's a story. I'm going to say it like how I said. You can go and read it. I'm not even reading it right now. I'm just saying it. It's a guy, right? And he let's say he owned a vineyard, a lot of grapes and stuff, right? And he needed the grapes to get picked. So at 9 o'clock, he went to go hire a guy to pick the grapes. He said he was going to get that guy $100. Then at 12 o'clock, he hired another guy. At 3 o'clock, he hired a third guy. And at 5 o'clock, he hired the fifth guy. The one at 5 o'clock he hired, he only worked for like an hour, man. While the one that worked from 9 o'clock, he worked all day. The one from 12 o'clock, he worked from 12 to 6. The one from 3 o'clock, he worked from 3 to 6. But the one that came at 5 o'clock, he only worked 1 hour. And when it was time to get paid, the boss, he gave everybody the same amount. Everybody got $100. And the one that started at 9 o'clock, he was like, man, why do they get all of the same amount of money that I get when I've been working here all day? And he was like, hey, man, I told you I was going to give you $100. That's what you got. Why you worried about what's in the next man's pocket? He all butthurt because the guy that came at 5 o'clock, he gets blessed just like he get blessed. You see, he peeking all over on the other man's side of the fence. You hear what I'm saying? I had a problem with that. Back in the days before YouTube, before all of this internet, all of this conscious community, all of this information abundant upon the earth, I was one of the ones that was going around the neighborhood talking about all of this stuff. This David Icke stuff. I wasn't the only one. There's a content creator named Kev Gills, Kevro University. He's my neighbor. He was my neighbor back then. He was my neighbor. And I admit him too, and probably a couple of more of us. We was the only ones that was talking about this on the east side. That you would have to literally know somebody that went to the Bobby Hemmett lectures and stuff to get the VHS, man. They was skipping it all. Had to blow the VCR out and all of that stuff, man, just to listen to the Bobby Hemmett. You had to wake up early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning to catch the Dr. Sabies and stuff, man. People literally laughed in my face when I was talking about reptilians and stuff like that. I couldn't even have the Children of the Matrix book up in one of my girls' house because her parents were so deep into Christianity that David Icke was a demon. I remember the days when I was like, watch Obama. And people was like, what? Obama's the next Jesus. I remember that. Then all of a sudden, YouTube come out and we get all of these content creator gurus in the conscious community with all of this information and all of that. And true, a lot of these people had the information and still got the information, and they did their thing on 125th Street, right across the street from the Apollo and all of this type of stuff, man. Made a lot of money on the stuff that made me sound crazy. So I was feeling like the 9 o'clock worker, the worker that got hired at 9 o'clock, because now I'm seeing all of these guys that starting these big followings on YouTube with the same information that made me feel like I was going crazy for. Now it's the popular thing to do. And look at me, I ain't got nothing to show for it. So I started getting angry, man. Just like the person that got hired at 9 o'clock. Like, why is these cats coming all at 5 o'clock and they getting the same stuff? Matter of fact, I ain't even getting nothing. I got the protection from the Most High. I got the real stuff, but the material stuff that came along with having your pineal gland activated, if you want to say that. It was all bad. It was all bad in the 90s. It was all bad in the early 2000s before YouTube. Now it's the thing to do. It's the thing to do. So the reason I brung up all of this is because as the conscious community is falling, it's decay, it's falling. I hear people, representatives of the conscious community, they upset because there's new people on the block. There's new people on the block with fresh information. You see, they on at 9 o'clock, that dude at the 9 o'clock, like, why? I've been talking across the street from the Apollo selling beads and crystals and books and stuff. Why is y'all allowing other people to come when they don't have no credentials? Why they getting the subscribers? Why they getting the props that we should have because we put in the work for all of these years? We've been working since 9 o'clock. How they gonna come at 5 o'clock and get respect like we got? I've been to school, man. I've been to the Bible college. I done preached with T.D. Jakes. I done traveled all of the world. How is this person's subscribers matching up with me? Do they even qualify? I've been doing this since 9 o'clock. They just came at 3 o'clock. How is God blessing them? See, that's the same thing that I used to suffer with, man, until I said, you know what? After reading this, Matthew 20:1-16, I said, the Most High put people in place when he want to. And he pay them how he want to pay them. He's going to give the person the subscribers. He's going to give the person the money when he want to. Not when Wormwood wanting to, or not with anybody else in the conscious community. I've been doing this for years behind the scene. And then one day a young guy might come with a deeper six-pack and that can talk cooler, and that's my time to pass the damn baton. You hear what I'm saying? Instead of saying, nah, man, why he coming? Who is he? Who is he to come and give information when we've been doing this for years? The reason that the conscious community is falling is because it was a big money grab anyway. It was a big money grab. The information that the leaders who was in it for the real upliftment of the people is all dead and gone, man. The new people, man, it's a big money grab. Ain't nothing for free around there. It's about selling crystals. It's about calling women queens so we can get all of their energy and make them love. It's just a big coat, man, to make a lot of money, man. Now that people realize that no matter how many crystals you bought, your ass is still living in the projects. No matter how many unks you wear, you still living under oppression. Once we realize that, like we realizing it, then that program of the conscious community slowly fades away, man. And they don't like that. They don't like that it's a new energy. Yeah, the conscious community was righteous. It was good when it was needed back then. When it was needed. But now it's anew. And it's not needed. And anybody that's following that, it's going to die with that. The conscious community is gone. There's people in the conscious community that's leaders, these new leaders of the conscious community that's making videos talking about, I don't want to be in a conscious community no more. The conscious community is gone. It's bickering and fighting and all of that. And is Brother Panic dead? Is Brother Panic alive? All of this stuff. It ain't no consciousness no more, man. Young Pharaoh haven't said nothing intelligent since he got that damn eye tattoo, man. But people don't see that. So back to Matthew's 21 through 16. God paid people how he want to pay them. I don't care if you got all of these credentials. Jesus didn't have none. See, that's the thing that the Pharisees didn't like about Jesus. That's the exact same thing. That's the exact same thing they said when he stepped on the scene. They said, why do he talk with authority like he went to UCLA or something? How can he come and teach the people? He didn't listen to Dr. Umar Johnson and he didn't go to Dr. Sebi's Honduras retreat. Who is this dude named Jesus talking with all this authority? That's who these people is. The people that's saying this about these content creators that God is putting it on their heart that to teach the people. That's what they saying about us. But who is this guy? How many books did he read? This guy isn't qualified to teach the people. I am. Still want you on that same cycle, man. If the leaders of the conscious community is dying in nursing homes and they all broke, then what does that mean? It doesn't attract prosperity. It attracts poverty, man, because it's about selling damn incense and tickets to seminars and Billy Carsons and things like that, and your ass can't even see it, man. The rich get rich and the poor keep selling fucking sage and having retreats to Stone Mountain and stuff, man. And the ghetto is still a damn ghetto, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and read Matthew's 21 through 16. It's a good story, man. It's like the one who was hired at 9 o'clock was a hater. I was one of the ones that was hired at 9 o'clock, and I admit I was a hater. When I seen cats going to Honduras and Peru with their crew and people driving in Lamborghinis and stuff like that off of this knowledge that I got beat up for, man, I was a hater. But then I had to realize that, it all works out. It all works out in the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.